What is a parashah? Let's take a look. A parashah, or Parsha for short, is a weekly Torah portion. There are usually 54 parshas, one for each week over the span of the Hebrew year. Each Torah portion, or Parsha, is 2 to 6 chapters of the Torah. An example of a Parsha would be like the first week of the Hebrew year, called Parashah Bereshit, which is Genesis chapter 1 to 6. The second week Torah portion is Parashah Noach, which is Genesis 6 to 11, and so on. Then there's the Haftorah, which is a series of sections within the prophets to go with the Parashah. So, when reading the first Parashah of the new Hebrew year, called Bereshit, Genesis chapter 1 to 6, you then are given the Haftorah to go with it, which is 1 Samuel chapter 20. And finally, with us who know that Yeshua is Messiah, praise Yah, we see the 4 Gospels as part of the Bible. So we also have the Gospel portion to wrap up the Parsha and the Haftorah. So, if you don't know what to read, just look up the weekly Parsha. Proverbs chapter 7, 1 through 3. My son, keep my words and treasure out my commandments with you. Keep my commandments and live. Keep my teachings as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers. Write them on the tablet of your heart. If the 1-year portion is too much reading for you, there's also a triennial cycle, a 3-year cycle of the Torah, broken up into 3 parts, and the entire Torah is completed within 3 years. I think the 3-year portion is a lot easier for Shabbat home gatherings. Everyone reads 2 to 4 chapters total and have plenty of time to discuss it. But if you want to read the 1-year cycle as an assembly, I suggest reading it throughout the week, approaching the Sabbath, and just have your thoughts and notes ready for when you gather together for Shabbat. As a follower of Yeshua who keeps Torah, I recommend the online ministry called First Fruits of Zion. They give each portion for each week, the Parsha, the Haftorah, and the Gospels. Just Google Torah portion, FFOZ. Look up the name for that week's Parsha, like Bereshit, Noach, Lech Lecha, Bo, etc. And then look it up on YouTube or read it for yourself. Personally, I've been really enjoying the YouTube channel called Aleph Bet with the Torah portions. Rabbi David Foreman goes into deep study on each Parsha. Joshua 8, verses 34 and 35. Afterward Joshua read all the words of the law, the blessings and the curses, just as it is written in the book of the law. There was not a word of all that Moses had commanded that Joshua did not read to the whole assembly of Israel, including the women and children, and the foreigners who lived among them. Let me know if you have ever used this useful way of reading Torah weekly, by yourself or maybe with your assembly. Thank you, and shalom.